Okay, folks, it's your buddy Mike Messier. The Cello, interesting international film. It was labeled in Arabic with English subtitles, although there's also the English language spoken, the King's English, Arabic spoken with the English subtitles here in the USA. I can't speak for what this film does in other countries as far as the languaging and the subtitling. But was this a good film or not? Well, if you're a horror fan, I think it might be a good idea to see this movie. Listen to this, because it's not an American-made horror film. It does not attempt to be an American-made horror film in style. It's its own unique thing. The special effects I thought were quite good. I mean, a little, I don't know, I wouldn't say campy. At times they felt a little 1990-ish, like 1990s-ish, but at times they felt very modern. They weren't sloppy by any means, just the style was a little bit different than a lot of stuff these days. Um, as you might know if you've watched other of my horror film reviews, the thing that always gets me is small digit manipulation, like fingers and toes and feet and ankles. I always go back to Child's Play, the original, when little Chucky Pet Cemetery, where the son Gabe slashes the fucking ankle of his father. God, how do I remember these names? So yeah, foot. I mean, like, shoot somebody in the gut. It doesn't bother me. Decapitate someone, I'm good with. But like, fuck up a finger or something, it disturbs me. Um, there is quite a bit of that in this movie. So what's this movie about? Well, you kind of have like two time zones. There's like 1706, where this wonderful cellist somehow kind of sells his soul and the soul of his family in order to have this wonderful cello. And then we advance, 320 some odd years to 2024, modern times. And the cello itself, like the actual cello that caused this catastrophe back in the 1700s, there was this big situation. Now the cello itself is still around, but there's a new cellist who kind of gets this thing. And lo and behold, we have Jeremy Irons, one of those. Jeremy Irons is kind of like the straight-to-video Christopher Walken. Like, if you were around in the 80s or 90s, Jeremy Irons is like one of these intense actor guys, like kind of a Willem Dafoe. Like, if you had a ranking of these guys, you'd probably have Christopher Walken number one, and then Willem Dafoe, not William, but Willem. I think it's Willem. I don't think is it William? I think it's Willem Dafoe. Willem Dafoe. Maybe you throw a Malkovich in there, although he's a little different. And then I think Jeremy Irons is kind of pulling up in fourth. Now look, the fourth of the eccentric weird actor, that's still pretty high on the charts, right? But this guy is doing something over there. This gentleman is, I don't know what he's doing. He's manipulating himself. I saw this odd video on YouTube last night. It was, I don't even know if I should talk about it. But in any event, let's get back to our instant movie review. So, yeah, we get back to the instant movie review. Now he's looking at me like I'm the weirdo. So the fucking Jeremy Irons, like I said, he's been around the block. He's been around forever. Here he is in this thing, doing his thing, being an actor. He's having fun as the bad guy. Like, he's very loud and lavish. And he's eccentric. And that's, to be honest, like, that's one of, like, Jack Nicholson's kind of the king of that. I guess Nicholson's ahead of all these assholes as far as the eccentric thing. But I'm thinking more in the Willem Dafoe camp, or the fucking Christopher Walken camp. Like, oh, the eccentric weirdo guy, okay? So Jeremy Irons can kind of do that. He's in this. I like the movie. I mean, I'll be honest with you. I was having a tough day yesterday. I was very tired. I caught myself in rush hour traffic. I did not want to drive home in rush hour traffic. I tried to go to a coffee house. I was there at this goddamn Starbucks. I was there for about 20 or 30 minutes, and this gentleman sat next to me. And this person has sat next to me before. He's not a bad guy, but I remember the previous times I had been to this particular Starbucks and this person talked to me. He just started talking about religion and God and all this shit. And I really just didn't want to deal with him. Like, I'll have those conversations. I'm not afraid of the topics. But I just wasn't in the mood. So, like, when he came in and he's kind of eyeing me over, because it's like, he's like in his fucking head, he's like, oh, I remember this guy. We had a great conversation 3 months ago. Well, you talked and I listened to your ass. But obviously, I haven't come back to the Starbucks since out of fear of dealing with you. And here you are. So that's why I left. I made a tactical error. See, I like Dunkin' Donuts fucking coffee more than Starbucks coffee. Now, if I had my druthers, I could have the Dunkin' Donuts coffee in the Starbucks. But that's not allowed. And I don't like the goddamn Starbucks coffee for the most part. I will drink it, but I don't like it. So I'm in the goddamn Starbucks. I'm drinking a green iced tea. And I'm tired, and that's just making me more tired. Like, green iced tea is what you drink if you want to go to sleep, you know, with the fucking honey. But what I really needed was the coffee, but I'm in the goddamn Starbucks, so it's just a pain in the ass. So this guy comes in, sits right the fuck next to me. I have to leave. Then I'm like, what should I do? I'm looking for this goddamn Dunkin' Donuts. I'm like, am I really going to get a Starbucks and then 20 minutes later go to a Dunkin' Donuts? I guess that's where my life is at. But I drove by the Dunkin' Donuts I wanted to go to, so I just kept going to the movie theater, and I went to see this fucking movie, The Cello. So that's my story. And we're going into it, I'm like, I know I'm going to fall asleep. Now, here's the thing. Oftentimes, I do conk out in these movies. I typically don't always blame the movie. Oftentimes, I blame myself because I'm tired. I'm doing so many things. But this movie was actually fighting to keep me awake, which is interesting because I kept saying, I really like this movie, but I'm also tired. So it was a struggle. So the point is, it's a good movie. So if you're a horror fan, especially, I say go see this one. If nothing else, just see what a different type of horror movie can be. Like, it's not it's your typical, and I know there's no such thing as typical, but there's, you know, a lot of things that we see in these horror films over and over again. This one has some new shit for you folks, because it's from a whole different country. You got some subtitling. It's not totally subtitled. Sometimes the subtitling movies, it's not that I have anything against them. It's just that I don't want to put forth the effort. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to sit there and fucking read. You know what I mean? It's like, if I wanted to read, I'd get a book. So that's it. So you might be saying, well, gee whiz, Mike, what's the movie about? Well, I think I told you. I mean, it's about a fucking cello that's possessed by evil, and it causes people to do evil things. So there you go. I mean, look at these nice pens. I have this wonderful fucking bag where I keep all my wonderful stuff. I'm looking for a particular item, which I cannot find. It always upsets me when I can't find the one item that I'm looking for. And then I get all disrupted about it and I get all upset. Tonight, I found look at this. I found the mother lode, folks. Oh, guess what's in here? It's a whole thing of fucking Q-tips. Oh, my ears are celebrating. Isn't that the biggest dick in the ass? Like, you're not supposed to clean your fucking ears with Q-tips. Well, what the fuck am I supposed to use? A scalpel? I mean, Christ. It's such a convenient thing. Look at this wonderful hair putty. Ooh, it's thickening pomade with biotin. Christ. Why am I not using this every day of the week? Gee whiz, I could use my biotin. Let me put my biotin in my fucking head. All this goddamn snake oil shit that we fucking use every day. Oh, I need my fucking protein biotin for my hair. God, what a bunch of fucking assholes we are. Humanity, I'm saying, not just me and you. So now I gotta find what I'm looking for. I got this I'm really good about, like, putting shit together and then forgetting, like, where the fuck I put it. Like, look at all those goddamn nice masks. Need a fucking mask? Come see Mike. He'll give you a Q-tip and a mask. And they're in my pens. I can never find these fucking things because they're always, like, where I put them. In the fucking, look at this wonderful bag I carry. God, in fucking heaven. So anyway, I'm going to look in this bag. People say, well, gee whiz, Mike, you have all these fucking bags. Well, I do, okay? Should I be shamed? Should I be bag shamed? For Christ's sakes. But I'm still not finding what I'm looking for. You might be thinking, gee whiz, Mike, what are you looking for? I'm looking for a goddamned business card. You always have them when you don't need them, and you always need them when you don't have them. For Christ's sakes. I'm looking to do some business. I'm looking for the business card. Oh, I found my tooth ointment for my tooth pain, which right now my tooth is not in pain. Went through a big song and a dance. If you had these are really good. These fucking cocoa things. Just 1 gram of sugar, folks. Gee whiz. Which is not a lot for the taste value. So I'm just scrummaging through all my belongings. This is like my tour bag. Like when I'm going to places. For crying out loud. Yep. God in fucking heaven. Oh, I found one. Oh, good. I won't give my personal information because I don't trust you people, but look at that. I do have my card. So now I have 1. Of course, when you find 1, then you're like, well, I should have 2. Now I've got a nice comb. A little trick. It's not a trick, but if you need a comb, you wear like the best, if you have hair like mine, it's kind of fine. Oh, God. It's kind of crackling. I find that the best combs for my head of hair are at the fucking Dollar Tree, okay? Or the $1.25 tree. $1.25 for this goddamn comb. I can sit here and comb my hair all day like an asshole. All right, folks, so that's your goddamn movie review. Whatever the fuck. I've got all these dental flossers. A dentist told me these are no good. You should just use standard floss. All these assholes tell you to like do stuff or don't do stuff. It's like, well, what the fuck? Can I just do whatever the goddamn shit I want? Everyone's got a fucking opinion. All these stuff around me. Everybody's talking. Why can't they just live? Let me live, you fucking assholes. Blah, 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 blah. Shish kumbah. All these fucking people. So it is winter time. It's getting to be mid-December. As the assholes say, it's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. But not for me, folks. I'm in sunny Florida. It was around 60 degrees today. I went swimming in the unheated pool. It was cold, but I enjoy that. Okay? Because that's how I'm living. Oh, for Christ's sakes. God, fuck it. Why is Prime Video giving me a notification? What could they possibly be notifying me about? You know what I mean? What's the big urgency? I'm getting sick of this allowing tracking shit everywhere you go. All these goddamn apps need to track me. God, it's like, what the fuck? I don't have all this goddamn information that you fucking apps need, you fucking assholes. I don't even like the term app. It sounds stupid to me. Ugh. God in heaven. This gentleman looking at me, getting out of his truck. All these fucking people. All these fucking people doing their fucking bullshit. Why don't they just all fuck off? Christ in heaven. So now I've got this giant Wawa drink. Okay, folks, I'm going to go. So the Cello, yes, go see it. Wonderful. Fantastic. I've got my business card. I've got my Orange Crush. I've got my spine. Should I wear the glasses? Should I not? I think I will not. Oh, this truck individual just moved his car or his truck. Okay, folks, Mike Messier. See you later.